What's going on, boxing fans? Julian Williams here at the distance. Got a video for you guys. This one's kind of late. This one's going to be a post-fight video for the bout between Darren Barker and Sergio Martinez. It was a middleweight bout. WBC Silver Middleweight Championship and Ring Magazine Middleweight Championship put together the challenger, Darren Barker against Sergio Martinez. I didn't really get a chance to upload a video on this one. Somebody sent me a text, but I didn't get a chance to upload a prediction for this. So I had a prediction, and I actually predicted Martinez by a decision, just being safe. But overall, a lot of people are talking about the performance of Sergio Martinez. Some are saying, he was exposed, this, that, and the other. And I really don't think it was pretty much exposure or anything like a lot of people are saying. I don't think it was exposure. I just think that there was something that was, I think there's a deficiency that is shown that's kind of been there in a lot of Sergio Martinez fights, due to the fact that he is a mobile fighter and he does fight with his hands down. And sometimes it's to draw you in for the counter. But Darren Barker is the type of fighter that keeps a tight guard up high to where the counter wasn't as open as it was against Paul Williams or even Kermit Cintrone or Kelly Pavlik. I think that pretty much Martinez was able to fight on instinct. He was able to outwork him. And also his mobility was gone. He wasn't able to fire off that back foot due to the fact that his nose was probably broken. And when you break your nose, that will limit your mobility, especially in a sport like boxing when you're continuously getting caught with a short straight right hand up the middle, along with a stiff jab up the middle. So pretty much, I'm not going to do the round by round analysis because overall it was kind of one-sided, but also you did see some flaws from Sergio Martinez that were kind of shown. I wouldn't call it, overall exposure, but I think that if he went into another fight with Darren Barker, I don't think he would have, went in with the same strategy to stand in front of him. I think, the key to beating Darren Barker is, mobility, being mobile and having him plant his feet, and having to move his feet. And even though he was right in front of Martinez the entire fight, he just wasn't busy or effective at all, especially in the later rounds. He didn't work too much behind the jab. He would throw the jab. Sometimes he would double the jab. Sometimes he would throw the straight right hand, but he wasn't setting up anything off of the jab. He wasn't setting up a hook or a cross or anything. He was just trying to, and not only that, there would be rounds that looked like, okay, Barker's landing cleaner punches, but he's being outworked. He wasn't being busy enough. And one of the rounds I gave to him because he was effectively able to cut off the ring, which was round 3. It was the round I gave to him because he was just able to cut off the ring. And he tried to throw his jab and step inside to cut it off, but he didn't. But he just wasn't busy. It was one of those benefit of the doubt rounds for me. But he just wasn't busy enough. He wasn't that effective in this fight. But what he was effective at was, he did break Martinez's nose. I think it was a nose break. His mobility was limited. And like I said, your mobility is going to be limited when you break your nose and you're going to be breathing out of your mouth. So that's one thing to point out. And also, due to the fact that his hands are down, and they were saying Martinez is a self-trained fighter. Like at the age of 36, if you put him in there with a top-notch trainer, he probably wouldn't even do well with a top-notch trainer if he fights basically on instinct. As what the commentators were alluding to, is he fights off an instinct. I think it's overall skill more so than instinct. But, it was just basic fundamentals to me. Is the reason that he won. It was basic fundamentals. He threw more punches, he outworked him, and it was effective aggression. But also what he was, but what he lacked was he wasn't protecting himself from the jab. And like I said, his mobility was gone because his nose was screwed up. So his mobility was gone, and also when your mobility's gone, his legs are also gone too. So he's not going to be moving around the ring as much, with a screwed up nose. And I know this because I've broken my nose numerous times. You could probably tell. But it is what it is. Sergio Martinez had a really good showing. I think it was a good showing. A good closer to the fight. I'm one of those people that think that Barker probably could have got up off of that right hook, but he was just being outworked and probably didn't have a chance of winning the fight. So who knows if it was a dive or not. I'm not gonna say anything. Tell me what you think. Anyway, peeps, I'm out of here. Hit me up on Twitter, Julian W. the Great. Peace.